All right, so I'm in the update method of the shopping cart because before I can add actions for increment and decrement, I need to add increment and decrement methods to the shopping cart. So that's what I'm going to do now, and I'm going to kind of use the update method as a guide. All right. So for increment, okay, let's see what the update method is doing here. It takes a book and it takes a quantity, and it keeps track of this shopping cart item, and it basically iterates through every item in the cart. All right, and it ignores any item that is not the item that the book that was passed in, that does not correspond to the book that was passed in. Okay, so it's checking that by getting the book ID and checking against the book's book ID. Okay, so basically it's ignoring everything but this, but it's got to iterate through everything to find that first. And then it's saying if the quantity does not equal 0, set the item to the new quantity. And if quantity does equal 0, set the item and break. And I think there needs to be in here some constraints, like if the quantity is less than 0, do nothing. If the quantity is greater than 99, do nothing. They actually used to be in here as a validation checks, but I actually took them out. So that's one thing that you can put in yourself if you have an update method. I'm going to build those into the increment methods. So anyway, if the quantity does equal 0, you're going to save the item and break because you want actually to remove it. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and create an increment method. Public synchronized. And by the way, the reason these are synchronized methods is because if two computers or two tabs are trying to update, call these methods at the same time, there won't be any conflict. And using synchronized methods is an easy way to ensure that. All right, there are other ways to do it, but just synchronizing the methods is an easy way to ensure it. So this is public synchronized void update. So I'm going to do public synchronized void increment. And it's going to take a book. All right. And since I'm incrementing, I'm never going to get to 0. All right, so I'm not going to remove it when it equals 0. So I'm not going to worry about that case. So I don't think I need this shopping cart item here. But I do need to iterate over these items. Shopping cart item, SC item, in items. Okay. And the same thing here. I'm going to need to find the correct item. Get book ID equals book. Get book ID. Boom. All right. And let's see if quantity is not equal to 0. Well, I don't have a quantity. But so I'm incrementing the quantity. So there is some quantity that exists already. So I'm going to say int new quantity equals SC item get quantity plus 1. And since I can only increment these by 1, I'm just assuming that this old quantity was in the range of, say, 0 to 99. Well, actually, it would be from 1 to 99, because 0 is going to, the item would not be in the shopping cart at 0. So I'm going to say if new quantity equals is less than 100. I could just say if not equals 100 also. Then SC item set quantity to new quantity. Okay, so I'm going to update that quantity, and there's that check. Okay, if it's over 100, I'm basically just not going to do anything. I'm not going to allow the client to order more than 99 books of any one type at a particular given time. So now I want to do decrement, public, synchronize, void, decrement, book. All right, and now I do need this little thing that saves an item and removes it if the quantity falls below 0. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to add this. Then I'm going to put my loop in there for shopping cart item, SC item in items. Do a bunch of stuff. So basically I'm going to have this same two things here, because I want to get the quantity, get the book, check that the book is the correct ID, and here's the new quantity, except it's going to be -1. All right, and essentially here I'm going to say if new quantity equals 0. Actually, I'm just going to do, let's see, what does it do here? Does it break? Yeah. If new quantity equals 0, I'm just going to break. Okay, and that means the item will not, it's not null, so where are we setting the item to? Yeah, I got to set the item to SC item. So I didn't want to do that. So item equals SC item. Then I break. And otherwise, I just set the quantity of the SC item. Okay. And if this item is non-null, I know that's the only place I assigned it. So I'm going to not set the quantity. I'm just going to remove it from the cart. And I think those methods will condition item not equals null is always false. That sounds like something I should be concerned about. Let's see. Value item Okay, so I believe I just have a bracket missing here. Let's see if that clears that up. Yes, it does. So for now, let's assume that works, and we will create increment and decrement actions in the cart servlet and actually test it out.